Hello everyone, this is John from Civil Center. Welcome to our channel. As we know, Civil Center is continuously working with the vision to guide civil engineering student and professional. And so we have started this series on Tekla structures. So in this series, we have already completed how you can do the modeling and detailing of a RCC structure. And now we are learning how you can model and do the complete detail of a steel structure. So let's recap quickly what are the things that we have covered in our previous sessions. So in the previous sessions, we have learned how you can model the footing and how you can place the columns over there. Then we have learned how you can model the rafters and also about the base plates which were acting as a junction between the footing and the columns. Okay, so footing and column is there, and to just accommodate all these things we have to use the base plate so that it is acting as a connection over there. Now if you are placing rafters, like this were your columns and now this is the rafter, you have placed these two rafters, then there must be some connection between these two rafters. So what is that called and how they will be connected, how that connection can be modeled, and how we can do the detailing of that, what are the different things that you need to mention over there, all that we are going to learn in this session. So stay tuned till the last of the video. And if you have liked this session, then hit the like button, share it with your friends and colleagues, and subscribe to our channel. So let's start. So guys, this is the model on which we were working in our previous sessions, and we have already modeled the footing, and this is the base plate that I was talking about, and then the column. So this base plate is there to connect the column to the footing. And now we have also modeled the rafters, but there is no junction between them. So how we can model the connection between them, that we are going to learn. And for that we have different applications. So for that we will have to just go to application box, and over there we will look for apex haunch connection. So let's search for that one, apex haunch connection. Okay, and we have also the shortcut key for that, but I will just show you the long method over here, and also the shortcut one. So you can see this is apex haunch 106. So either you can search for directly 106, or you can just select the apex haunch over here. So this is the rafters that I want to connect. So I have to just click on these two rafters, and there will be a connection established between these two. So you can see this is the connection over here. Now you guys, you can see that over here we are facing some kind of issue because of these extra mentions over here, and for that we can just simply remove that. So we will have to go to display. Now if you want to learn more about these things, then you can watch the previous videos, and over there we have already discussed how you can modify all these things. So over here you can see now we don't have much things over here, just the application name is there. So if you want, then you can also turn that off. That is easy to do. Okay, and from here you can turn off other things also, like go to the over here and connection test, the just turn this off and click on modify, and the connection text will be gone. Okay, now just click on apply and okay, and then we have our apex haunch over here. Now you can see this is not the opaque view over here. So you can switch the view just by using the shortcuts of Shift+4. Remember guys, if you want to just make anything like visible or invisible in your model, in the concrete case, then you have to use the control 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the shortcuts. And if you are working on the connection, then Shift 1, 2, 3, 4 will just meet your need, like Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, and Shift 4. So like this, you can just go ahead and change everything. Now we will come back to our point, and we were talking about the connection between the rafters. So for that we have used the apex haunch. Now if you want to modify, then you can simply double click on it, and you will get a dialog box from where you can modify each and everything. Like if you want to specify the distance of this one, then you can do it from here. Like if you want to elongate the distance, then you can go for a higher value, like let's check for the 200 on each side. Okay, now click on modify, and you can see this has been reduced. If you want to just make it 2000, then you can also do that. Okay, so like this you can simply modify each and every thing over here. So you can see how the modifications are being happening over here. Now again, on the top, if you want to just leave a extra distance, so you can also do that. Like suppose you want to add 300 over here, then click on modify and it will go up like this. Okay, same thing you can do over here, but I would like to keep it as default, so I will just delete all these things and click on modify and it will come back to the default. Okay, then comes the parts where you can just enter the thickness. Suppose you want a thickness of 20 mm. Okay, then you can enter the 20 mm over here, and then similarly you can set the width and the height over here. Okay, then you can also look for the haunch profile. Now, if you want to talk about the haunch wave and haunch flame, like flange, then you can also do that. But let's go for the haunch profile over here. So we are going to look for the haunch profile. Now, suppose I want the I size structure over here, then I can go for that. So similarly, you can just look for the different materials that are being used over here, and you can also look for the different profiles from here. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? Next thing is the material. Okay, so next thing is the material. There you can just look for the steel, and in the steel you will get a bunch of options. Whatever is suitable for you, you can simply look for that and use that. Okay, like suppose you are willing to go for S3335550. Okay, so you can just apply this one and click on OK, and this profile will set. Now you can click on modify and this will be like modified with the materials. Next thing that you have over here is the parameters. So you can just look for the other parameters also, and you can select what parameter you want to choose. So over here we have two options. Either I can go like this or I can go like this. Okay. So these are the two options that we have over here. So we will go with this option. Next thing is the general, where you can just look for the up direction, or you can just set the other directions over here. Then you can set the connection code, class, then logged, whether it is logged or not. So yes and no is the option for you. Then the auto default rule group. So over here you can go for the factory defaults, or you can just select none. Okay, and the same is for auto connection rule group. Next thing is the bolts over here. So in the bolts, you can choose the bolt size. Like suppose I want to select the size of 20, then I can go for that. Then what kind of bolt you want, that bolt standard can be selected from here. I would like to keep it as default. Okay, then thread in mat, how many threads you want or not, do not want. Okay, so that is over here. Then do you want to like make it bolt that has been drafted on the side, or it should be the factory default, that means it is like welded, or you can see the model in the workshop. Okay, so these are the things that you can just mention, and there are so many other options also which you can explore on yourself. I am sure that you are smart enough to do that. Now you can see we have this option of bolts, so you can decide the number of bolts from the top to bottom. So okay, so this is the line that you have to consider, and over here you can select the number of bolts. Like over here right now we have 3 bolts, and if you want to make it 4, then you can just make it 4, and you want to provide a spacing between them that is just specific, then you can also do it like this. So now you can see we have 4 bolts spaced at 200. Now if you want to make it 150, then you can also do it like this. Okay, so now you will have 4 bolts spaced at 150 mm. Okay, so now comes the design. So over here you can go for the external design like Excel, or you can just go for the default. Then you can also use the UDL over here and do the analysis in this part. Okay, so it is giving you a lot of options so that you can design your connections. Actually, you can just model your connections precisely. Okay, so guys, we have learned about how you can model the connections between 2 rafters in this session, and in the next session we are going to discuss how you can model a connection between a rafter and a column. So if you are liking this series, then hit the like button, share it with your friends and colleagues, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to start your career as a building consultant, then you will find a free webinar in the description. You can go ahead, watch that webinar, and you can book a free strategy session with us where we are going to guide you how you can start your own consultancy. Thank you.